Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. Today we're going to be talking about the update that dropped last night, but the content that's dropping today because they decided to do maintenance a day earlier than normal and instead delay the content a day, which it's weird because normally they'd be dropping it anyway today. So long story short, tonight in the game at reset, when you get your next login bonus tonight for today, you guys will be seeing the content live in the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit that subscribe, of course, if you happen to be new to the channel. Also, today's video like goal, if you guys enjoy the content, is 1,000. Be sure to help us hit that like goal. Thank you so much for always helping us hit the like goals on the channel, by the way. Anyways, let's go ahead and get right into it. So there's some stuff you guys probably have seen, and there's some stuff that you guys probably haven't seen as much, like a Goku Everyday banner coming back, things like that, right? But I want to kind of start off by saying, okay, it seems like the Kakarot collaboration and the 700-day celebration are going to be coinciding. They are going to be basically one and the same thing happening at the same time. And that is what we are going to be having later on tonight. Now, I want to also add in Goku Day, right, is May 9th, right? So keep that in mind. That is when the Goku Everyday banner should be going live. We have an image of it. I'll get to that in a minute, so stay tuned. But last year on Goku Day, we did get an LF. Last thing I want to throw out, the anniversary, first week of June. Again, this is how things are looking. There's literally 4 celebrations in the next month. So the good news is, as we expected, they are combining, seemingly combining, at least a couple of them. So Part 7, Book 4 coming out. So they're kind of pumping out Part 7 a little quickly. So yeah, I'm not opposed to that, but I'm just saying, especially with the implications for Shallot in the newest parts. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, so the Kakarot collab event is coming. Basically, he's a free unit as expected. You do have to play the event to get his souls and stuff like that. It seems like it's going to be just like the Enter 21 event or like Legends Road Goku, where they have the board up and all that stuff. They're really liking the board. Apparently, they're going to be doing something similar with guilds too. They're really liking that board model that they put out a couple of months ago. So anyways, Goku is a free unit. He's really good. We're going to review him at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, Goku Everyday. So here's the deal. I believe this is an old image. If it's the new image or whatever, it doesn't really matter that much. But what I will say is it should be going live on the 8th, so like right here. Start date's there. May 8th, 2020 until the 29th. So if you guys are not familiar with how Goku Everyday banners work and stuff like that, I think we've had a couple thus far, but definitely last year, or the last one, I did a video on it. Make sure you check it out. The link is down below. Basically, long story short, every Goku in the game, except for LFs, but including SS4, that's really good. Basically, every Goku in the game, of all rarities, you'll find out very quickly there are not a lot of lower rarity Gokus, apparently. Anyways, they're all in the game on the banner, and you can do free summons, right? You have tickets. I don't remember if there was a monetization to where you could get more tickets last year. I don't remember. I feel like there was, but still, you can play the event, get missions, and all that stuff, get tickets for free, whatever. And then you get the option to get these characters when you pull, right? 600 Z power for Goku, right? That's a standard rate. 600 is a standard rate. And that happens to actually apply to every character. So sneaky good thing about these types of banners is like hero characters at 600. You may not want to get a hero, but that's also good if you want to get Z medals, which now they added those extra adventure slots. So getting Z medals for a lot of players that don't spend money on the game is incredibly valuable, right? Whereas before, I would still say they were trash, but now they're pretty good because of the extra 2 adventure slots, right? So also you can get all the characters at 250 Z power instead of 600 or as low as 100. But regardless though, there's still free summons. Some of these characters like Kaioken, SS3, and then SSJ, these are all very good and relevant bench units at least, even if you're not using them as fighters, things like that. So it's still a really good banner, especially because it's free, right? So there's that. Now, I want to say Zenkai Cooler's banner's coming out. That was expected, but just keep in mind that there are different dates on a lot of this stuff. This is coming out tonight. This is coming out on the 8th of May. This is not coming out tonight, right? This is coming out basically for Goku Day. It's an hour shy of Goku Day, so it's for Goku Day. Well, at least for me, time zones, right? Anyways, they're running this for the 3rd time. I think this is the 3rd time this banner has come back, basically in like the same form. It's a step up, 1 through 4. I don't remember exactly if I liked the model for this banner, but regardless though, they're running this again. I said at the time he came out, the time they added the future tag to him, because he didn't have it initially, I said this could have been a precursor to more to come. And I will say that since we should have literally 4 celebrations, well, I don't want to say 4, because it seems like, I don't know if I said this earlier, but it seems like Goku Day. No, not Goku Day. That's something entirely different. That should be, again, on the 8th/9th, right? So we'll get more of that info next week. In which last year that was an LF, by the way. It was LF Goten. Anyways, the Kakarot and 700 Day celebration seem to be happening tonight. They're one thing. Anniversary is the first week of June. Goku Day is in a week and a half or whatever. So this dropping for 10 days from the 5th to the 15th of the month could be a precursor to stuff. Again, don't want to read too deep into it, but there's got to be a reason. They plan the game several months in advance. So definitely don't sleep on this being here, right? If you're interested in these characters, I can't imagine much of a better time. Now, here's the deal. They have this Happy Weekend banner that should be coinciding with kind of like Golden Week type of deal. We didn't really see much Golden Week content, but we've really kind of been having it going on. That's that's why they have like the Golden Showdown kind of going on and stuff like that. We've kind of been having it really, and also Gotenks' Golden Week type stuff. But that being said, we have this for 3 days basically, from the 1st to the 4th, right? So every single day, you're able to do a full price, non-discounted, so 100 gems or 100 crystals, single, no multis allowed, right? And that is it. You can only do one single a day, but there's a 50% chance to get a sparking on your single. And let me just kind of run through this. Basically, every character in the game is on this banner. It's too early. It's literally too early for me to think about this, just for the record. So if anybody's missing, forgive me. But like, look at this huge list of LFs right here, just in the middle of the screen. They're all on this banner. But the real kicker is the LFs have basically the highest rate on the banner, right? So if you're lucky, you could also get extra lucky and get an LF. So keep that in mind as well. Now, the banner is heavily diluted, right? So the odds of you getting somebody specific would be an LF, but this overall, in terms of the general sparking rate, you're probably not getting one. But if you do get lucky, congrats, right? So that's how that works. There's no heroes on the banner, and they also have really good EXs on the banner too that a lot of people need a lot of copies of, like this list right on the screen right now, right? So there's that too as well. So very good banner, definitely step in the right direction. If you get lucky, man, you could get some really good units. And not only the LFs, like you have the SS4s, you have the Yellow Gohan, you have other really powerful high-value units that are on this banner, like Bojack and Rose and a lot of units, right? So definitely keep that in mind as well. This is going to be something we can do once a day, only singles and full-priced singles as well. No multis, none of that, all right? All right. This is going to be turning into a regular banner afterwards. That was expected. So they have this 700-day type of content here. Play every day to get up to 700 multi-Z powers. It seems they're finally going to start being generous with multi-Z powers, because these have been in the game for like at least 6 months now. They started being on banners. They're not really on banners that much at all anymore, but still, they were in the co-op shop. So nobody likes these that much, but they're starting to be really generous with Golden Showdown and stuff like that. And if they're going to be generous with them and they're not like super hard to grind, then they're really good. Like I've used them with the guild shop and stuff like that, and they've been helpful. But happy to see 700, right? So they do have the event here, right? You just play through the event, and it goes all the way up to Challenge Battle 2. And looks like they're not really time gating this content, unless it's a board type. No. Okay, so it's all gonna within 2 days. It'll all be live because they are listed as 4/29, which some content should be dropping tonight, unless this whole thing doesn't go. Okay, never mind. They're dropping the whole event tomorrow night. Dude, why are they doing this? They did the maintenance a day early. They're doing some content today, some content tomorrow. Okay, whatever. The whole thing's dropping tomorrow night. Okay, all right, whatever. And also, like, this banner is coming on the 5th of May. This banner is coming tonight. This banner is coming on the 8th of May. This banner is coming on the 1st of May. There's this kind of like all over the place. They normally don't do this. This banner is coming on the 18th of May, by the way. They don't normally do this. It's all normally supposed to be like the immediate content. It's all over the place. Anyways, so this event is dropping tonight. And let's see if there's any time gates. No, it looks like it's all dropping. Oh, no, this is the board style event. I can already tell. Because the last one is dropping today. But, like, that's not really the last one. This one's on until the 6th. Ah, great. It's going to take a while to play this whole event. Yeah, it's kind of all going to be all over the place. Okay. Well, it looks like that's the only one, actually, though. Never mind. It's not really time-gated. It's kind of I think they did the same thing with Legends Road event with Kid Goku, where the challenge battle or whatever was locked for a while for some reason. It looks like they're doing the same thing here. So, anyways, there's some locking, not much. That's always like a really contentious thing, so I like to talk about it. Okay, so Gotenks is the next co-op boss. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Wonder if we're... Huh. Never mind. We're good. Okay, let's finally go back and review Goku. Melee type. Cool. Okay, his grid's pretty nice, too. He's got a lot of health, and you'll see why in a minute. Anyways, main ability. Restores own health by 15% and ki by 50. Plus 40% to damage inflicted for 30 counts. Minus 10 to own strike and blast arts cost for 30 counts as well. And you need 15 counts to use it. So let's just kind of dissect that. He heals. He gets ki. He gets a damage buff, and he gets card reduction cost. The only thing, like for melee units, the only thing he needs outside of what he already has here is card draw speed. He's already able to just obliterate. The card reduction cost and ki gain combo is nasty. If you have card draw speed, like that's, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have it, but like if you have that in combination with those things, that's broken, bro. That's too much. Not to mention the damage buff, right? So he's a character that's going to be a boost character for the upcoming event, as expected. It's really, honestly, just like the 21 event. It's the same freaking thing, it looks like. Plus 20% of damage inflicted every time one of the following conditions are met during battle and cannot be canceled. When 30 counts have elapsed from the battle start, you get one time only, obviously. You get a 20%. Why did they list it this way? It's kind of backwards. Well, whatever. Plus 20% to damage inflicted buff. When you evade 2 enemy attacks with a vanishing step, you get a 20% damage buff. It activates one time. And when you land 5 hits with strike or blast arts, you get a one-time plus 20% damage buff. So 60% total after you complete all those conditions. We don't really see conditioned units like that, but it's not a big deal. It's not hard to do. So 60% damage buff. And they're non-cancelable. Very important. All right. Applies the following effects to self per Sun Family or Super Warrior battle member. They need to stop jerking Super Warriors around, man. Like, this guy does something similar where it's like, oh, the Super Warrior battle members, or what is it? It's in here somewhere. Tag Regen or Legends Road. Nah, is it? Oh, it is just Legends Road or Regen. Who am I thinking about? I'm thinking of somebody. I don't know, but whatever. Where they need to stop doing that. Where it's like, oh, they just not giving anybody Z abilities, but they're letting them be with Super Warriors or whatever. Anyways. Per Sun Family or Super Warrior battle member other than this character in your party. Plus 25% to strike damage inflicted, can't be canceled. Plus 25% to key recovery, can't be canceled. So, he gets 50% and 50% in a full Sun Family or Super Warrior set. Okay. He's got a lot of damage buffs. That's a lot of damage buffs. No card cost reduction on these further than what he had in the main. No other effects as well. Kamehameha major impact damage. If the enemy is inflicted with feint, it has a plus 150% special move damage inflicted for 3 counts upon activation. And that's legit going to be one-shotting people. If he has the enemy fainted, that's going to legit one-shot. Speaking of feint, the green card. Draws a special move arts card next, activates 2 times. So after using the green card, he gets the blue card 2 times maximum. Okay. Minus 10 to own the special move arts card cost, which activates twice. So it also reduces the cost of blue cards. That's nuts. And plus 30% chance for next strike or blast to inflict enemy with feint. Can't be stacked. It says the next hit, though. Can be stacked. Okay. Meaning that if you use the green card, immediately thereafter, the next card you use has a chance to do feint. A 30% chance to do feint. Interesting. But, like, that seems very unreliable. It seems like you're not going to get the feint enough to where this is why it's 150, because you're almost never really going to be able to chain it the way you want to. It does reduce the cost, but then you're immediately forced to use a strike or blast arts hit to try to get the feint if you want to rely on that. Otherwise, you could just go straight into a Kamehameha, right? Which also that's very key intensive, using the green card, which thankfully is pretty cheap. And then using the green card and blue card combo immediately thereafter is, assuming you can still do it, it only activates twice. That's a 50 card combo immediately. You do, or excuse me, a 50 key combo. You do also need to chain in a strike or blast to try to get the feint. So really, it's a little bit more complicated than it seems. but still very good. Z ability here. It's Goku health. That's pretty funny, actually, because a lot of very good Gokus in the game, man. Zenkai 7 Kid Goku, anyone, right? These other Gokus, like, they're all some really good Gokus. You could just run Sun Family. That's the cool thing about it. It's like you can just run Sun Family and just have, like, you can even do more than one HP buffer if you really want to. Like, that's, and he's a really competent red fighter. So that's pretty good. I like that a lot. It's cheeky, man. It's cheeky, but he'll be good, especially assuming that if he's like 21, he'll be able to go all the way to freaking 14-star, man. So his stats aren't bad. The only downside is, even if he has solid defensive numbers. The only issue with units like him is that, and the same applies like this, Blue Goku, who's insanely good. It's like, even if you have good defensive stats, right, or solid defensive stats or whatever, right, the problem is that you don't have any cutting in your uniques at all. Same applies to like SS4 Vegeta. That's why he takes so much more damage than SS4 Goku does. Is if you don't have any damage cut in your uniques, you just get shredded to pieces. And this Goku is going to fall to that. But the good news is he's buffing HP, so that should help offset that to some degree, right? He's very good, though. So there, just recap. The 8th, tonight, the 5th, the 1st, the 18th. This is tonight, basically, right? This is the Goku event? Yeah. No, the 700 days event. Or 700 Z-Power event, whatever. And then they have the Goku event, right? Tonight. This is actually tomorrow night, but whatever. We do have this dropping tonight as well, and that's pretty much it. This is tonight as well. So, yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that subscribe, of course, if you are new for more content, and I'll see all of you in the next one.